what's up? You guys, the intros just kill me. Also, can we talk about the intro that I just made that took me forever? Can we just talk about it? Can we run it back? Should we run it back? No. We shouldn't run it back. Should we? Should we? I'm dead. That literally took me so long. Not even funny, which is crazy because it's not that detailed or complicated, but so yeah, we're gonna run it back. Let's go. So today's video is me going around asking a bunch of strangers one question, and the question is, tell me about a time when you felt alive. So yeah, this is just going to be a compilation of cadets answering this one question. We're restricted to the black gates right now, which means we just can't leave like our dorm area. So that's like the population that I have access to, but I also think it's like a unique subgroup, so we're just gonna get into it. Hope you enjoy, and yeah, let me know what you think. I hate this part right here. Okay, anyways, I totally forgot to talk about myself. Not that anyone cares, but like I feel like that's traditional, so yeah. I hate this part. I'm a junior at the Air Force Academy in Colorado. I'm a behavioral science major with a Portuguese minor. Trying to go to Brazil, but we'll see. Stay tuned. I started this because there's this other girl, she's like my muse, you could say, and she does these interviews around Venice Beach, I think. I'll, at her below, give credit where credit is due. So she just goes around and interviews a bunch of random people and like ask them questions that help you see what is impactful to people, and I think that's super dope, and I just love people and learning about them and understanding them. Call me a fucking anthropologist. Yeah, I think that's really cool that she does that, and that's what I'm trying to do, just get to know people and expand my perspective. That's why it's just called Perspective Productions. It's not copyrighted, you can steal it, it's okay. And yeah, we're just trying to see what makes people tick, and that's the thesis, so let's get into it. Okay, it's working. Yeah. Alright, tell me about a time when you felt the most alive.
Climbing a 14er, 2 of them, and sitting on the peak and looking out and seeing the world and just being like, wow, we live in this world.
When my dad took me to Pebble Beach, because I've always played golf, and my dad has taught me to play golf since I was like a year and a half old, and walked up and I took my first club out, stood up on the first tee, and then there's houses down the left, out of bounds on the right. I'm like standing up there ready to hit my first tee shot on like my favorite golf course in the world, and it was just super awesome, and I finally hit my shot and hit the fairway, so it was great.
Honestly, like a week ago, like when I'm just whipping with the motorcycle through the canyons and stuff, it just makes me feel like kind of like, it honestly scares me. Like sometimes when I get on a bike, it honestly kind of intimidates me, but I think it's really fun.
Most alive? Probably my friends in Florida took their dad's car when I was 15 years old, and they all smoked weed, but I didn't. And then I just traveled with them around Shoal River, which was the river down there. We went skinny dipping, and we went rope swinging into the river at nighttime where there was alligators. That was my favorite time.
Nice.
Yeah.
Jumping off the 10-meter during water survival, for sure. I was conquering my fear, and I was flying for like 5 seconds.
Hell yeah.
Probably after we finished climbing the incline. That's also the time I felt the most dead, but the views were dope, and the friends and the company were dope.
Okay, let me just set the scene. We were at Warner Brothers studio tour. Got called on in the audience, no big deal. So like had my moment to shine on like the Friends stage, and I was basically like a TV star. Like
it's really cool.
2 minutes. And anyways, like yeah, I felt most alive, like because I had my time to shine in the spotlight on Friends.
Was that your first time being in the spotlight?
You know, like don't want to brag, so.
What? Can I read this? I don't like this one. I don't like this one. One time I went skiing and I hit a jump and it was dope.
What did that make you feel like?
I fell,
Oh, okay.
so that hurt, but it was cool. I was like flying.
Did that make you feel free?
Yeah,
Okay.
it was cool.
Probably jumping off this bridge in Japan. It was like 20 feet, 30 feet, I don't remember, but it was cool. It just made me feel super confident and courageous.
I learned how to surf and I went out on these giant waves off the coast of Washington. Yeah, that was pretty cool.
I was riding my dirt bike down the coast of Baja California.
That's adorable.
You know, it made me feel very grateful for the life we have here.
I mean, I think jumping out of a plane made me feel pretty alive.
Why?
I don't know. It was really fun, like invigorating, I guess. Just like free falling in the air. I don't know. It was really fun. It made me feel like happy. I don't know. Also because I kind of got away from like the stress of this place a little bit. You know, going down the airfield, just doing something else, something different.
When I first learned how to snowboard, for sure. My brother and I were up on the mountain together, and he moved out when I was about 4 years old. It's just the first time ever hanging out with him. And he ditched me on the top of a mountain when it was like negative 30 degrees. But it was still cool because I was like a part of it, even though he wasn't there. Made me feel like I was actually involved and he actually like recognized me. I learned how to like interact with my brother, my sibling. I think it created like a better relationship because we were able to like harp on each other. But yeah, definitely like made me feel real and noticed.
I just feel like I feel the same amount of alive all the time. I don't know. I like to try to incorporate moments like that into my life periodically, you know?
Like what? When?
It's actually funny you're asking me this. Literally last night I was out on a run, and then I ended up like kind of, you know, far out there by myself, and I just stopped running and just like stood there for 15 minutes and just kind of took it all in. So it made me feel a little bit more at one with the world.
So I'm actually working on my PPL, and I soloed last week, and I took off, and like I was scared out of my mind, but like that was probably like the best moment in my life, like overall. Just felt like happy, like no stresses or anything like that at all.
What were you thinking about in that moment?
Honestly, I was thinking about not stalling and crashing like 50 feet off the runway. But other than that, I was just like, wow, like Colorado is like a nice city, and like I'm actually doing this. Like I never thought I would do it.
So did you feel like you were proving to yourself that you can do anything you put your mind to?
Absolutely. Absolutely. 100%.
That's beautiful.
Yeah. I'd have to say I probably felt the most alive after we went civilian jumping at Mile High, and I was trying to get down into the pattern really fast, so I did a couple 360s, probably one too many, and I got into really bad line twists at about 800 feet, and it started downplaning, so I thought I'd have to cut away. Luckily, it kind of all worked itself out, but once I got to the ground, I don't know, colors seemed brighter, life seemed good, and I didn't want to take any of that for granted. I guess I just learned to appreciate the little things. It's not always the big stuff that's going to make you happy.
Damn, this is hard. Probably my first time seeing my parents after basic. These are good. I don't know, just like it was just like the end of like the whole like journey pretty much for me. Like not seeing them was like super hard. I've never been away from like family that long.
Your journey through what?
Being here.
Where are we?
I don't know. The academy. Shit, I can think of a couple. Probably New Year's last year. Just turned. It was a good time. I was like with my friends at this party. We just had a very good time.
I think it has to be my first jump of Airmanship 490. I was really scared going up on the plane, but then as soon as I let go,
It was one of the most liberating moments of my life.
Okay. If you couldn't say that, what would you say?
I don't know. What's the live moments of your life? Maybe when I gave a speech at my graduation, my high school graduation, and I stood up on the podium and I looked out on all of the parents and friends who were there to see all of us graduate and listen to me, and really felt like I meant something to my class.
Oh, so big me guy, huh? I'm just kidding.
Everything I said.
No, that's a great example, and that just made you feel like seen?
Yeah, seen, important, yeah, some things like that.
Oh, well, that's an easy question. When I felt the most alive was this morning. I was sleeping, it was 5:40 a.m., so I'm like, waiting until the day, and someone starts knocking on the door, and it's Sergeant Fajardo. He comes and tells me, you have 2 minutes to get to the drug test right now in PC gear. So I'm like, what's happening right now? And I go running over there, I see 2 people, everything's crazy, they give me a bottle, I do my thing, and I come back, and I'm like, I go to sleep, and when I wake up this morning, it was like a dream.
I guess when I found out I was coming here, I was applying for a scholarship to come to the United States Air Force, because I'm a cadet from Peru. So when I found out that I was coming here, there was a time when I was most alive. It means a lot to me because I can improve my skill as a leader. I learn here back home and probably make a better Air Force for the future officers in Peru.
Yeah.
A time when I felt the most alive?
Yeah.
Would have to be I'm sorry.
You can take your time.
I don't have a good response for this. I'd say I feel most alive when I play sports.
Okay.
So when I'm in a sporting event and the game's close and you feel like you can contribute to your team to win or make something happen, that's when I feel most alive, because all my attention's centered on helping my team out and winning and competing and having fun.
Alright, so I'm in the ocean, right? Scuba dive, big scuba guy. I'm going. I lose my brother, I'm like, where did he go? And then I turn the corner around this reef, and I'm staring right in the face of a tiger shark.
Right in the face of a tiger shark.
Yo.
And I'm just like, and you're on the edge of death. Death is right there, you can grasp it. But you don't.
Thank you guys for watching this video. I probably have like 1 subscriber, but shout out to you if you exist. If not, please like and subscribe. Unfortunately, I am chasing the clout now, which is a bummer, but it is what it is. Let me know what you guys want to see in the future, and thanks for tuning in. Peace, love, and positivity. Peace out.